Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 27 on the Mana League. I'm John as always, and today we're going back in time. We're going all the way back to Rise of the Eldrazi, 3 times Rise of the Eldrazi draft, in fact. This is a format that I have little to no experience with. I did one practice draft beforehand, and it was interesting, I'll tell you that much. There are a ton of viable archetypes from what I've been reading, and it's an interesting format. It's a little bit slow, there's a lot of ramp and crazy stuff going on, but I'm going to jump into this queue, which should fire when I join, so we'll see pack one, pick one right away. So my first practice draft, I went into a very strange archetype called Vent Sentinel. It's a Defenders Matters deck that's actually fairly powerful, and it was kind of fun. I didn't do terribly well, although I went 2 and 1. But this is an interesting 6-2-2-2 cube, or queue rather, where you have to get first place to get 6 packs. If you get second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, you get 2 packs. But we have Student of Warfare here, which I believe is a very solid leveler. Level up was one of the mechanics in World Wake, or sorry, not World Wake, Rise of the Eldrazi, where basically you can pump mana into things to make them bigger. So this is a 1-1-for-1 that becomes much better later in the game. Blue-white, I believe it is the leveler colors. Otherwise in this pack there's a couple of other, I think, good levelers, but again I don't have a huge amount of experience with this format. Very solid removal in Heat Ray, very, very good. Coraline Slinger seems fairly okay. Lava Fume Invoker is fine, but I think we'll just take the Student of Warfare and maybe try out blue-white levels. Deathless Angel, also pretty good. A little expensive at 4 white, but if there's a deck or a format where you want expensive spells and you want to be able to cast them, it's this one. This is one of the key things for ramping. You can tap it to gain green to your mana pool for each creature with Defender you control. So ideally you want to have multiples of those, but other defenders like Reinforced Bulwark or the Vent Sentinel that I've already talked about. But I think we'll just take the powerful rare here. A 5/7 flyer seems pretty good, and paying 2 white to make something indestructible seems also pretty good. Yeah, I think it's between that or possibly the Overgrown Battlement, but I don't know if I want to be jumping into those colors just yet, so I'll stay white with a second white rare. What do we have here? Again, the problem is I don't know the cards super well. We do have one of the Invokers. The Invokers are commons where you pay 8 and something happens to all your creatures. Generally, the black one is just a life drain. But this one, you pay 8 and all your creatures get flying. That's really, really good. What else do we have in here? We have Hyena Umbra, which is pretty okay. It's +1/+1 in first strike aura, but it has totem armor, which means that if the creature would die, you destroy the Umbra instead, and the creature lives. So it really is much better than most auras in most sets. We have another decent leveler here. This one gets Island Walk eventually. Otherwise it just stays as a big, beefy blocker for a good long while. We've also got a relatively expensive level up that becomes a big knight, a 2/6 vigilance or a 3/10 vigilance. I think I maybe just want to go with the Invoker, though. If I'm going to end up blue-white, I'd like to be able to give everything flying. Who knows if that's the right pick. Again, not super familiar with the format. Let's see, we've got this one, who's pretty okay. He's a fairly expensive level up, 3 per level, but the first level he becomes a 2/2 flyer, which is pretty fine, and then eventually a 4/2 flyer. Otherwise we've got another Hyena Umbra. Seagate Oracle could be good. It's a 3-mana 1/3 that when it enters the battlefield you scry 2, put one of them into your hand and then the other on the bottom of the library. It's not exactly scry 2, just look at the top 2. There's the Black Invoker I was talking about, another Hyena Umbra. Smite is actually pretty solid. Just destroy target blocked creature. And I might just take that, because I don't know that I'm going to be blue. But I'm pretty certain I want to be white, so let's take the Smite. Harmless Assault is a one-sided fog that's far too expensive for what it does. We've got a Soul's Attendant, which is just kind of okay. It's a 1/1 that whenever any creature enters the battlefield, yours or your opponent's, you get a life. I saw somebody try to go off with that last time I played this format. They did. They got up to like 40 or 50 life, but they couldn't do anything to take my life down. But there's not much other options here. There's a defender, a shrivel. Yeah, there's really not much going on in this pack for me. So I think I will just take the Soul's Attendant. Try to go kind of a white weenie deck almost. Angel Heart Vial. I remember not liking this when I read it. Whenever you're dealt damage, put that many charge counters on, pay 2, remove 4, gain 2 life, and draw a card. No. No, thank you. Whenever enchanted creature attacks or blocks, you gain 4 life. Nah. Elend Umbra is okay. I much prefer Hyena Umbra. But there's not much here, really. Not much here at all. Could take the Goblin Tunneler and go kind of white-red, low casting cost aggro. I think I'll just stay white, though, and take the Umbra. Alright, what do we have? We've got that Leveler. We've got a counter spell. We've got the Goblin Tunneler I can think about again. I don't know if white-red aggro is a thing or not. But we could always try it. The benefit of going blue is there is a card that when it comes into play gives 2 level counters to every creature you have that has a level counter. So it rapidly levels up your creatures. But I'm going to take the Leveler. Last second I decided to take the Leveler. Near-death experience. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 1 life, you win. Not going to take that. Puncturing Light is actually the pick here for me, for sure. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature with power 3 or less. It's not going to kill Eldrazi late in the game, but it's going to kill things early game, so I'm going to take it. Coraline Slinger came back. I'm pretty happy to take that. As did Lava Fume Invoker. Yeah, we'll take the Slinger. Tap up to 2 target creatures, draw a card. Well, if I am going to go aggro, that would be pretty decent. And I don't want anything else here, so let's take it. Alright, we have to pick a non-white card. Whenever a player sacks a creature, so basically whenever they use an Eldrazi spawn. Crab Umbra, not very good at all. Not very good at all, although I'm going to go weenie and red. Well, let's take it just in case, but it's not going to push me red. Not of This World is not probably going to make my deck. Virulent Swipe is pretty decent. Snake Umbra. None of these are in colors that I've even seen as a possibility, so I guess let's take Not of This World, but sideboard it. Shield Bearers aren't really what I want to be doing. I'll take them, but they're going to the sideboard right away. And yeah, I mean, I'm white. I know that much. But am I blue? Am I red? Who knows? One of the downsides of Rise of the Eldrazi draft is that the rares are not that valuable. There's maybe 5 or 6 that are really of any value. So you're drafting this for fun. You're not drafting this for value at all. Well, what's Keening Stone do? 6 mana, pay 5, tap it, and mill. No thanks. Wait, what's X? Number of cards in that player's graveyard. So it gets bigger, but still no. This looks like what I want. It's an anthem for all my other creatures as soon as it becomes level 2. And it's a double anthem if I get it to level 5. Beyond that, there is the Venerated Teacher, which is the card I was talking about. Put 2 level counters on each creature you control with level up. Oh, so they don't even actually need the counters on them already. If they have level up, they get 2. I mean, he is a common, so I'd prefer to take the uncommon over him. But yeah, I want one of those at least. Also very good. Flame Slash would push me red, but we're going to take the Anthem Leveler. Ooh, Coral Helm Commander. Ooh, an Ulamog's Crusher. I wish I was in any way ramping. Ulamog's Crusher is probably the best common Eldrazi in this set. It's an 8/8 for 8 with Annihilator 2, which is just solid. Oh, there is an Inquisition of Kozilek too. I've got to check the price on that actually. It's only $1.84, so I think I'm not going to take that just for value. So we're really looking at the Coral Helm Commander, which is a very rapid level up. Domestication also really good. Yeah, those are the two picks here, but I'm just going to take the Coral Helm Commander, I think. Yeah, let's take it. And let's... Ooh, Enclave Cryptologist too. Yeah, let's really try to go blue. So there's the Vent Sentinel I was talking about. So you pay 1 and a red, tap it, and it deals damage to target player equal to the number of creatures with Defender you control. So you draft Mnemonic Walls, or you draft the Shield Bearers, you draft a whole bunch of Defenders, and ideally 2 or 3 of these, and then you just start smashing them for damage while blocking everything they throw at you. It was a fun deck, and I've seen a few people draft it quite a lot. But Enclave Cryptologist is a looter, and looters are very, very, very good. There is also an Oust, which is decent. There's also a Dawnglare Invoker, which is very good. A Guard Duty, which is very good. Lots of good cards in this pack for me. I've taken so much white that I'm hoping I'm going to get at least one of these 3 back around, and I'm going to take the Cryptologist here. Emerge on Skate. That sounds... Oh, that's pro color of your choice with rebound. It's not bad. Mammoth Umbra is pretty good. Another Puncturing Light, a Sea Beyond. I've got 9 creatures. I think I like the Mammoth Umbra here. +3/+3 plus Vigilance is really nice. Plus the Totem Armor effect is really nice. Yeah, so I think I'll take that and hopefully get back the Punctured Light or the Sea Beyond. Time of Heroes. Each creature you control with a level counter on it gets +2/+2. Or a Deprive. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level ups right now. So we could even further prioritize. Ooh, hold up. There's a Knight of Cliffhaven over here. So as much as I'd like to take this and just go crazy with it, I think I have to go the safer route and just take the level up creature. He's a very rapidly growing into a solid flyer, which is nice. So Wall of Omens doesn't fit our aggro deck, but it is just a really good defender. It's going to hold off on the ground while I get to attack, plus it draws a card so it replaces itself. There's another Repeal into Darkness, but I also already have one, and I don't think I want two. I don't want the Shield Bearers. There's another Overgrown Battlement, so somebody's going to have fun in green. Probably green-red ramp. Prophetic Prism's okay, but I'm just going to take the wall here. Glory Seeker, that goes in my deck. A 2/2 for 2 is pretty good. Guard Gomazoa is decent, but I want the aggro. This blocks everything. They have to hit it with removal. Yeah, I think I just want the Glory Seeker, though. I wanna finish the game before any Ulamog's Crushers are coming out. Another Wall of Omens doesn't sound like the best idea. Deprive, I don't necessarily want another double blue card. I've already got that Coral Helm Commander. Maybe I just want a second Repeal. Yeah, let's take it. Don't know if I'll play two, but I have them. Champion's Drake is pretty good. We're going to have so many level ups that this guy should become a 3/3, or sorry, a 4/4 flyer pretty handily, so we're going to take that. Nothing really here for us, so let's get rid of the Ancient Stirrings. Guard Duty came back. It's basically removal, and it's going to be basically removal given how many flyers we have, so we'll take that. Let's get rid of one of those repeals. The Puncturing Light came back. Don't think I want to play two, but one will sit in the sideboard quite nicely. Merfolk Observer, I don't like it. Shield Bearer, don't want it. So we've got 19 probably playables as far as I know, and another entire pack to go. So probably some cuts are going to have to happen. Alright, pack 3, we've got another worthless rare. I see him down here. I'll look at everything else as a formality, but I think we're taking him for sure. Eel Umbra is a flash 1/1 totem armor Umbra. Another leveler, but yeah, we're taking the Venerated Teacher. He's exactly what I want in this deck. Let's see, another Glory Seeker. Probably just regress. Bounce things back to their hand with that nice tempo play. Keep getting in for damage. Seems good. Seagate Oracle. We didn't take one yet. We've got another Champion's Drake, which could just be the pick. Totem Guide Heartbeast. Enters the battlefield, search your library for aura, reveal it. No thanks. So Seagate or another Champion's Drake. I think I'll just take the Champion's Drake again. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 level ups. I'm confident with that. I'd like maybe one more leveler. Drake Umbra. +3/+3 in flying. Well, it's okay. I think I just want another guard duty, though. Yeah, let's take it. Alright. Well, that came at the right time, because there's nothing left in this pack for us. Nothing at all. Ogre's Cleaver, just too expensive. It's the second Keening Stone I've seen. Yeah, there's nothing here for us, so let's get rid of something that'll hurt us. I mean, there's not even really anything here that'll hurt us. Let's hurt the ramp deck a little bit. Luminous Wake. I still don't want it. +1/+0 can't be blocked. No thanks. -1/-0 draw a card. No thanks. Not much going on here. Let's get rid of the Boar Umbra. So I'd still like to replace maybe the Soul's Attendant, maybe the Eland Umbra. That's about it, though. Survival Cache, 2 life. If you have more life than your opponent, draw a card. Rebound. Nope, not good. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, it loses flying until end of turn. Well, we don't want that coming up against us, so let's get rid of that. I'm a little light on the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A little light on the blue, and I'm really going to want the blue to make sure I get out Venerated Teacher, make sure I have Regress online, etc. But we'll see. Change where your auras are, no thanks. Counter target spell if you control more creatures, no thanks. Destroy target enchantment. Maybe we need it. It's the only thing we might play out of the sideboard, so let's take it. Eel Umbra, no. Observer, no. Kiln Fiend is another archetype onto itself. Just play a bunch of them and a bunch of instants and sorceries and pump them up really, really big. I assume by this point people have them if they want them, but let's get rid of it. Another Glory Seeker isn't really what I want to be doing. Neither is Crab Umbra. Pretty sure Eland Umbra is just better than Crab Umbra. Let's take it though. Nothing here for me. 4/5 Defender Flying, not what we're doing. May as well take the removal. And we're into the dregs for sure. There's just nothing here. Let's get rid of the Death Toucher. Let's get rid of the Bulwark. Luminous Wake. I still don't want it. And a Plains. So I think that's our deck. I'm fairly happy with everything that's in it. Fairly happy. In the end, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levelers. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have preferred maybe one more leveler for that attendant or something, but I'm pretty happy with this. Let's throw in some lands. 11-6. About 10-7. 11-6. Now let's go with 10-7 because we need to make sure we have the blue early for the cryptologist, for the drakes, etc. So let's go with that, and I'll see you guys for round 1, where we'll see how this deck does. I know it's an archetype, but I have no idea if I've actually built the archetype properly. But I'll see you guys for round 1 in just a couple minutes.